he finally gets to the general, and he basically kind of says what he did was meaningless because all he did was buy them some time, and they're going to end up attacking anyway in like a month. And that kind of just hurt the rest of the movie for me, because it's kind of like, oh, these people are probably going to die anyway, because like they're still going to charge no matter what, and they're still going to fight, and everyone's going to die, and they're going to move like an inch forward. And
I know. Imagine if that happened in real life.
Yeah. No, I get why they made the movie like that.
Right after that is a part I find funny, where they're sitting at the bridge and they're like, "We can't go with you." And then as soon as he crosses the bridge, he starts getting shot at. It's like, what was that dude doing when they were sitting there talking?
Since I had seen that before, that's what I would have done too. Because if you shoot and there's like 100 guys, then you're fucked, bro.
Yeah, they're all going to come after you. That's fair.
With a bolt action rifle, that guy's got like 30 rounds on him max, and he's gonna have to reload after every 5. Like I can see that. I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
And he sucks at shooting because he couldn't kill one dude. So
yeah, he really fucking sucked at shooting. Yeah,
he really blew it, dude. He was gonna get the battle royale.
Everyone in this movie couldn't shoot. Everyone.
He was head glitching. He was head glitching in the tower.
I actually like.
There's a scene where like when they're in like the burning town, where he's just standing there not moving in the middle of the street, and there's another guy standing there staring at him, and neither of them do anything. Yeah. And then the guy's like 5 feet behind him, missing over and over again.
So them staring at each other.
It's a little bit of disbelief.
That's
them staring at each other is actually consistent with what happened in World War I. Like soldiers would routinely like find other like people. Yeah, they would see them and be like, "Oh, there's a bunch of Germans over there," and they would start like calling them names and throwing rocks at them. And like, it just never occurred to them to kill people because they didn't train like shoot on sight, kill no matter what. Like,
they trained to sit in a trench.
It's not human instinct to just kill people randomly.
Kill somebody.
They even squashed their beef on Christmas. They would play.
Christmas.
Like nobody wanted to fight.
I mean, no one wants to be at war. Like in reality, like in movies, they make it seem like there's a good guy and a bad guy, but realistically, they're all just people.
Yeah.
Going back to like when he was pushing the truck, I just wanted to like, this isn't a criticism of the movie. It's more of just something funny. Like the time that it took them to actually get the truck out of the hole was less than the time that if he would have just walked from there. Like if he would have just
they drove 5 more minutes.
If he would have full out
like a minute
he would have expended less energy than pushing that truck as hard as he was. But anyways, go on.
But would it have been a good scene? Would that have been a good scene if he was just sprinting there? No. He had to motivate the boys to help him out. If he just turned into Usain Bolt, like no, he got to push the truck out of the mud.
Yeah, like you would have got that like
with the chance of meatballs.
He has to rally the crew. That was a good scene.
But it was almost like jolting when he got off the truck so early. I think that's
5 minutes later.
That's a fault of the the one take thing.
Joe, you might be able to like just check my bullshit on this if this is wrong, but isn't like the average shot length of a movie like 0.6 seconds? It's something crazy because there's so much shot reverse.
I could believe the average.
I think the average is like 0.6, and the average for 1917 was like 25 minutes or something like that. Like it was like something ridiculous.
Any modern movie with Liam Neeson, yeah, I imagine.
Well, it felt like
one thing I did want to say was my top note, and I know that we said earlier like there's no heroes or villains like in war. It's kind of just one side or the other. But that German pilot that they like save his life, and then he immediately murders Blake.
Yeah,
fuck that guy. He's clearly the villain.
He was not thinking like, what did he think was going to happen there? Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
you have to think from his perspective. He just fucking crash landed, and realistically, you would assume that they were going to kill you.
They probably thought, oh, don't let him.
He might as well take the chance because doing what he did, he died anyway. So like he might as well.
No, I agree. That's what I would do. But imagine I'm sitting in front of a computer, okay, just chilling. Imagine if you just crashed a plane and then some dude not speaking your language is just like holding you down, and you're like, what the fuck? Like I might stab him too.
I would think like,
morning
holy shit.
He did deserve it.
Holy shit, I survived this crash. And then these guys drag you out into this field, like, oh my god, they're gonna execute me.
No, they did that because he was on fire. They saved his life.
Yeah,
but no, like it actually that did happen. Like they would save people and then they would just shoot them because what are you going to do with them after that? You know, like it really
torture
was
them,
survival,
I guess, which
like,
is probably worse.
I feel like he also definitely felt like obligation to his country, like regardless of
probably
what happened. Like
that is something to think about.
I have to, this is what the Kaiser would want.
Back.
Cool, you're wrong about the German being the worst character because the worst character is the rat who sets off the trip mine.
Shit. Bro, he eats a fucking mine to the face. I wanted to say that. He kind of just takes it like a champ for real. He's like, I'm blind, my eyes.
Yeah.
But he had a mine blow up in his face and he just walked it off. I thought he was going to lose a leg.
I thought
he was dead.
I thought he was dead.
Die.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to die and it was going to be up to Blake. And then Blake got shanked. This dude just stabbed the fuck out of him, and then I was like, oh man, that's gonna suck for the rest of the movie. And then he died. He just died.
Yeah, I thought like, oh, the story's going to be like, trying to get Blake. Is that his name? What's his name?
Yeah, Blake.
Okay, Blake.
I
don't know his first
trying to get
his last name.
Someone will correct us.
And then he just dies. It's like, oh, okay.
I didn't expect it, but I enjoyed that. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. Guess the movie. What movie does this parallel? Dude gets to the end. He has a linear journey all the way through all of his adventures.
It's a movie.
Wait,
what are you talking about?
Let him speak his piece.
Yeah, let him finish.
I hate the hero's journey.
In the end, he's trying to get to like a specific place, and in the end, he gets there, and he doesn't even realize he's there. Like he's sitting there listening to the song. He doesn't even realize he's there yet. But then suddenly, someone tells him that he's actually there. What movie does it parallel?
I don't know.
Tell me it doesn't parallel the SpongeBob SquarePants movie to where like, oh, we're in Shell City. Oh my God, there's a sign. Like, come on.
Is that a negative?
The 9th
Are you talking shit? Are you talking shit on the SpongeBob movie?
The 9th Battalion is Shell City. I won't be told otherwise.
Shell City.
The movie Dunkirk, which is a World War II movie, of course. But
I haven't watched that actually.
I haven't seen that.
Well, I didn't really like it the first time I saw it, and the thing about that movie is it also has like a similar kind of not real time because there are cuts and there's like parallel action happening throughout it where it's like the same event from different perspectives and different characters, but it's a entire event. It's not over the course of a war. It's just localized on this beach. Entirely the events that happen on this beach, and there isn't much dialogue. There are instances of characters talking, but the majority of it is the action, and the story is being conveyed through the action. And I'll get a gripe out of the way. For some reason, even though like there are very minimal times where there are characters talking, most of the time it's like mixed so horribly you can barely tell what people are saying. So
in Dunkirk or this movie?
In Dunkirk, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like
I thought it was the only one.
The opposite. I think it does a good job of it.
Christopher Nolan does that a lot.
That does happen a lot. Well, yeah.
Christopher Nolan like refuses to use CGI, so he does a lot of really cool.
And he also refuses to use good microphones.
For another day.
Yeah. If anybody watches Tenet, you will not know what anybody's saying without subtitles. The entire movie.
It's both a separate structure within the other. Damage to one structure won't compromise the other.
Thank you for watching.
Film Friends Episode 3.